a milkshake and a...
Head forward, 6'11", number 34, the Green Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce covering us courtside. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Bucks, 6th best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note. And of course the Heat, far behind in the standings.
I think for the Bucks, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
And the starting lineup for Miami, Adebayo and Ware together inside. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Terry Rozier, and it's Jaquez in at the small forward position. And for the Bucks, inside they have Giannis and Turner. Cole Anthony out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. Lots of basketball-savvy vets on the floor tonight, Grant. These guys know the game inside and out.
Well, the IQ is so high on both sides. You know, VA, you expect to see lots of intelligent play, and I always get excited to see teams with this much experience.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Ware. Sinks that one from the post.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
All right, let's check in with Ali LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Brian?
Appreciate the report, Ali. Shot clock at 2. Rozier from outside. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Now here's Rozier, giving them some nice offensive production with 13 points a game. Here's Adebayo. It's deflected. Wiggins against Prince. Pass to Anthony. Antetokounmpo surveys. And stolen by Adebayo. Wiggins against Prince. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Takes a 3. Prince grabs the miss.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
And so Turner nails them both.
When you think about Turner, one of the best shot blockers in the league, who can also score at all 3 levels.
Wiggins outside. Back to Rozier. To the middle. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And the athletic platform for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, it is top tier.
Yeah, B.A., it's rare to see him overmatched from a physical standpoint. The number 1 overall pick in 2014. He's never been a consistent star, but at his best, he can play with anyone in this league.
The free throw drops for Wiggins. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
And Wiggins drops them both. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required. You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And it's Ware missing. Milwaukee leading by 3. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Turner. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Turner's got 6.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
Jaquez finds Rozier. Here's Ware. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Kuzma for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see them that open.
Back to Rozier. Miami moving it around. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
The Heat making a switch here. Jovic is checked in. Kuzma with a screen on Rozier. Here's Anthony. Gets himself open and drills it. Anthony's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Rozier. Still without a bucket. Pass to Jovic. Now Rozier fires from deep. The rebound by Turner. And here is Antetokounmpo. 27 points his last game. Now Turner. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Khalil Ware. And with the All-Star break just behind us, Grant, everyone should be well rested for every game.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you'd be surprised how quickly that rest evaporates. It's much needed, but it only gets you so far.
And he drops the first. And so Turner nails them both. Heat trail by 7. Outside Jaquez. Now here's Rozier. He's scoreless. Pass to Ware. Oh, stolen by Turner. In transition. Here come the Bucks. Here's Anthony. And another miss by Milwaukee. Miami has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one.
Man, you know Rozier could throw it down, but that is impressive elevation for a point guard.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Stripped it away. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Turner. To the paint. And Giannis with the dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Now here's Rozier. He had 9 points in his last time out. 6 to shoot. No luck on that one. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Over to the wing. The steal. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Here's Wiggins. And the layup falls.
Well, that's an easy opportunity for Wiggins, who runs the floor so well.
And so Anthony will bring it up for Milwaukee. Leading by 5. Down low. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Different look for Milwaukee. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Prince. And it's Porter Jr. in for Anthony. Miami also changing it up. Fontecchio's checked in for Jaquez. And Yakichonis subbed in for Rozier. So it's Miami now. 7-point differential. Pass to Yakichonis. Here's Jovic. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Inside. Here's Kuzma. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better.
Heat trail by 9. Here's Yakichonis. Averaging around 5 points a game. Fontecchio outside. Clock at 6. Right wing. From the arc. The shot by Yakichonis, no good. The Bucks leading by 9. Trent outside. Pass to Kuzma. From downtown. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And for Miami, they're shooting 33% in the first quarter. Now Ware. Ware, the screen. Three-pointer Yakichonis. Rebounded by Kuzma. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Porter. Antetokounmpo outside. Now here's Kuzma. Outside Porter. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Deflected. Fontecchio outside. Oh, there's the alley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. And how about we check the numbers for Bam Adebayo?
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
A different look for Milwaukee. Smith, he's checked in for Turner. Livingston comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Green is subbed in for Kuzma. And 1:01 left in the opening quarter. Three-pointer Yakichonis. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
Porter with it. No points so far. Trent outside. Goes up on the baseline. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Heat trail by 11. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Three-pointer Yakachonis. Smith with the rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Right side Porter. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. And so it's Milwaukee. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back after this word. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Johnson. Also, Simone Fontecchio out there, and it's Yakachonis in at the point.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Three-pointer, rebounded by the Bucks. They held a 12-point lead earlier. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat, came out with a victory.
I love the defensive pressure they created in their last meeting, forcing turnovers and keeping the offense off kilter.
Well, turning defense into offense is important, and they did it at the highest level in that one.
The ball's knocked loose.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
Here's Larson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Yakachonis. Fontecchio with a screen. Here's Yakachonis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
And there's a pick. Here's Sims to the paint. Here's Trent. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Trent's got his second bucket on the night. Heat trail by 8. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Jovic. Three-pointer Yakachonis. Porter pulls it in.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Sims. Trent outside. Down low. Here's Sims. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, BA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Smith, he's checked in for Sims. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Porter Jr. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. Miami also changing it up. Adebayo's checked in for Johnson. Jaquez comes in for Fontecchio. And it's Rozier in for Larson. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Jaquez, soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, that's nice right there. Big man points in the paint for Jaquez.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Brian?
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. So it's Miami now, after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. On the wing, Rozier. He's guarded by Anthony. Adebayo in the post. He's against Smith. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, this guy is giving all his energy on every possession. Those are just hustle points from Bam. He got the board and he converted it into 2 points.
Now here's Smith. Three-pointer, Anthony. Jaquez grabs the board. To the inside. Now here's Trent. Not a lot of room. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Pass to Prince. And here's Anthony. Pounded by Rozier. Shot clock at 5. Here's Trent. And it's Miami with a rebound. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle big time.
Well, when you shoot that poorly from deep, the odds of winning get really slim in a hurry.
Here's Yakichonis. Give him 8 points now. There's the three. That shot, no good. The Bucks leading by 8. Antetokounmpo, left side. On the wing, Anthony. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Antetokounmpo outside. Anthony against Adebayo. To the middle. Here's Smith. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And here's who's been leading the league in rebounding over the past month. The 4th spot held by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's just been incredible on the boards over the last month of the season. He's a guy who plays with such desire.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Checked in for Milwaukee. And that one misses. Well, you look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, BA, there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your off-season is shorter, and then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
And the second free throw is good. Here's Rozier. Outside Jaquez. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Ware. The three is up. Miami, no good that time either.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
It's stolen by Jaquez. Rozier outside. Ware, the screen. Now here's Jaquez. 6 on the shot clock. Kuzma against Adebayo. Again, the Heat misses. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. And that's the third game out of 4 at home for them. Heat trail by 11. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Rozier finds Adebayo. And here's Jaquez. Back to Adebayo. Bam! Hammers it down.
Oh, my goodness. 2 loud points for Bam.
To the inside. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Anthony. And the Bucks lead by 11. Wiggins outside. Pass to Ware. Here's Rozier. Fires for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Anthony against Rozier. Anthony misses.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Jaquez, the pass to Wiggins. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Wiggins has got 6.
And you really feel like Wiggins can get that shot anytime he wants in the mid-range.
Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, BA, part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Milwaukee making a switch here. Turner's checked in.
Number 3, Miles Turner.
Anthony finds Kuzma. Rozier against Anthony. Turner, a screen on Rozier.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. Kuzma for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Rozier outside. Outside Adebayo. Rebound, Milwaukee. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Kuzma for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Kuzma's got 8.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Adebayo in the post. Antetokounmpo covering. Wiggins left side. And Turner with the block.
The offense really feeling the effects of Turner's 7'4" wingspan there.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Prince. Three-pointer, Anthony. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
He's off on that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Antetokounmpo for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. That'll do it for the first half. The Bucks on top, up by 12. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. You know, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the 76ers, they're going to be tested on both ends. But we're talking to these guys. They're ready for it. They're hyped, man. This one could have a playoff feel, Ernie.
Our viewers would love that. So would we.
That was a good job, Kenny.
Thank you.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Bucks.
They're up because they're dominating on the glass, looking like that team wants it more.
Yeah, they're in a great spot. And if they can sustain the effort, they're going to be great. And I think they will.
Looking like the team that wants it more.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Miles Turner really making a difference here.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
So it's Miami now, down by 12. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Cole Anthony out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Doc Rivers' 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Kuzma for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Well, the Heat's shooting 34% thus far in this game. Pass to Rozier. And here's Ware. Outside Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Clock at 6. Adebayo a screen on Prince. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Jaquez no good. Milwaukee leading by 12. Antetokounmpo left side. The kick out to Kuzma. Anthony right side. Misses the 3.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Pass to Anthony. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Prince. And the Bucks miss again.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Here's Wiggins. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Over to start the half.
Pass to Anthony. Shoots over Wiggins. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They finally got one to go, but not until they missed 3 straight to start the second half.
Rozier with a screen on Prince. Now here's Ware. Outside Adebayo. And Turner with the block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Milwaukee leading by 14. Turner, a screen on Rozier. It's Anthony on the take. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Jaquez against Kuzma. Miami moving it around. Back to Jaquez. Here's Wiggins. Miami, no good that time either.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Anthony with a screen on Adebayo. Adebayo against Antetokounmpo. Over Adebayo. Antetokounmpo can't connect. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Outside Jaquez. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the 3-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots. Shooting 2.
That one's off. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
He hits the second from the line.
Could be better from the line. Kuzma, a smooth shooter, but needs work from there.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. chance now to bring up the NBA steals leaders from the last month of action. Fourth, Bam Adebayo.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
Rozier against Anthony. Pass to Wiggins. To the paint. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Prince down low. Wiggins on him. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And Milwaukee has possession. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Down low, Antetokounmpo.
Got to appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis, rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Pass to Ware. 5 on the clock. Here's Rozier. Again, the Heat misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Now Turner. Buries it down low. Turner's got 12.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Prince against Wiggins. And there's the lob.
Yeah, and you've seen Wiggins improve as a passer as he's added experience to his game.
The Bucks leading by 17. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Trent Jr., he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. Anthony against Rozier. Prince, the pass to Trent. And the Bucks miss again. Heat trail by 17. Rozier outside. Over Anthony. Rozier can't get it to go.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
13 feet out. Hits the front of the rim and out. Miami's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Trent. After the basket by Miami. Kuzma, right side. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Jaquez. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Pass to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Here's Jovic. The 3. No good. Trent against Wiggins. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one belongs to Wiggins.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
He misses the free throw.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
Green's checked in for the Bucks. And Miami with a change here too. Fontecchio's checked in. Good on the second one. Heat trail by 16. Pass to Jovic. And here's Wiggins. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. From behind the arc. Prince grabs the miss. And so Prince will bring it up for Milwaukee. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And Anthony slams it in.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebound, one of his specialties.
Wiggins, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 6. Pass to Jovic. Now here's Wiggins for 3. Rebounded by Green.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Rozier against Anthony. Inside, here's Trent. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Well, Wiggins is a terrific defender, and he is so good at understanding when to go after a block.
And it's good. 2 points.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
Anthony against Rozier. Lets it go from 11. Trent outside. From outside the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Trent's got 8 points.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
Here's Prince. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Trent outside. Launches it. Rebound Miami. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Jovic. Rozier outside. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the bucket. He has 6.
Leaving the defense in the dust. How do you guard against a move like that? I don't know.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Heat. Jovic and Bam play together inside. Then there's Simone Fontecchio. Then there's Jakiconis. And it's Larson in at the 2.
third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Gary Trent Jr. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Trent hits them both.
And after not getting to the line in the first half, he has changed his mentality. He's being much more aggressive.
Pass to Yakichonis. 4-3. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. A defensive lapse. Can't give them that kind of position.
Well, that is just point-blank range. They're going to convert that almost every time.
Here's Yakichonis. To the wing on the left. From the baseline. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Adebayo against Trent. Pass to Porter. The 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Jovic. Green covering. Here's Yakichonis. To the right side. Here's Jovic. Now Fontecchio. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Green. To the inside. And Trent the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists in the game. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA is very important. To watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And Miami with a change here too. Ware's checked in. Here's Yakichonis. Shot clock at 6. Adebayo from long range. Porter pulls it in.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Oh, so physical and quick in transition. I mean, who would you rather have in the open court?
The Heat have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Out to the right wing. Adebayo against Kuzma. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Trent. Takes the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th assist in this one. Kuzma against Adebayo. Here's Yakachonis. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
So it's Miami now. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
And with 4 fouls now, he has to be very careful.
Green's checked in for Kuzma. Milwaukee with the ball. They've gone on a 13-0 run. Green with a screen on Rozier. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked. And here's Rozier. Wiggins outside. Now here's Adebayo. Green covering. Outside for Rozier. Into the lane. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, he may only be 6'1", but Rozier is fearless inside.
To the left wing. Antetokounmpo, left side. And Giannis with the dunk.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Miami moving it around. Rozier finds Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. Count the basket. 6 points for Bam Adebayo.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
Antetokounmpo outside. Rebound Miami. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Ware. Wiggins outside. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Trent with room to shoot. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists here tonight. Wiggins outside. Adebayo from long range. Again, Adebayo missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
On the wing, Porter. Hounded by Adebayo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice D from Ware.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Outside Jaquez. Pass to Wiggins. To the wing, right side. Down low. And Adebayo slams it in.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Now here's Porter. Trent outside. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Jaquez. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. And finished off by Adebayo.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
Right side Green. Pass to Trent. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Rozier looking around. Jaquez up top, outside Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Pass to Trent. Well, Legs, being a GM in the NBA is a tough gig. What's the most important part of the job in your opinion?
Well, BA, evaluating talent is still the main responsibility of the job. That includes drafting, free agency, even selecting a coach. But then it's about building relationships, establishing communication, and culture.
Sounds like a lot of qualifications that you have.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable right here, if that's okay.
The versatility of Adebayo is so impressive. There aren't many bigs that can handle the ball and pass at the level he does.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And propelling them to a solid win. It was a night of big plays for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
Here's Rollins. Miami making their last shot. Porter, the pass to Rollins. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ware covers. The jump hook. Antetokounmpo can't connect. And it's Rozier with the ball for Miami. And he drives in. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Antetokounmpo outside. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
This game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball, we knocked down shots, but most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.